And also, Rune Factory 5 came out right before our episode last week, but it was too late for recording, so we didn't say anything. But it's out now. Um, Also, Lost Judgment: The Kaido Files is out, and the new Halo TV series is out, and it's bad, from what I hear. I didn't even keep up with it. I was at a birthday party last weekend, and my buddy was there. That's like the super big Halo guy, Jacob. He was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he mentioned
You
it
should
and
have
said it
dragged
was
him
really
on
bad.
to complain about.
I don't think he's even watched it, or he might have watched. I'm not really sure. I just knew he heard about it a lot. He's still a lot more in touch with that stuff than I am. But yeah, it's bad, which really sucks because it feels like for every good video game media adaptation that comes out, there's several more that are horrible.
Definitely.
And
Oh man, this review says the Halo TV show may not be for diehards or newcomers.
Damn.
oh man. But then again, it's only been one episode, so I guess we'll see if things improve. I'm not gonna hold out any hope for that at all. But I mean, look, it's got a 61% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't even know how bad the Pixels movie was on Rotten Tomatoes, but I loved that movie. I'm like the only person that will say that.
Oh.
So maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Or maybe you just shouldn't respect my opinions on this content.
I found one of the biggest problems. He removed his helmet.
Oh, yeah. I remember that being one of the things. Is like, well, now you ruined it.
You did the one thing you shouldn't have done.
The one
in
rule,
the first episode.
the one rule of Halo content is you don't remove Master Chief's helmet. Yeah.
You did it in the first episode.
Okay, yeah, and that's just well, I mean, that really sucks. I was hoping it would be good, because there's a lot of
At least looked
potential.
really good.
Yeah, there's a ton of potential for a Halo TV show, especially when you've got the money pockets of Microsoft supporting it in the background. So yeah, big release week. And with that, we'll go right into Collector's Corner, not waste any time to talk about this Kirby review. I said Kirby and they started barking again. No? What did I say?
I'm gonna just make sure the dogs aren't going crazy. I'm gonna see. If
Well,
it's somebody.
I'm sure they're fine as long as I don't say
think-
Kirby again. Yeah. Just make sure everybody knows. So, wait, I unpaused and then said it. I gotta really watch myself. This is toxic. This is a toxic setup. So yeah, Normal's Collector's Corner. Cameron, why don't you start us off this week?
So I have. What have I done this week? I played some Animal Crossing, some Mario Kart. That's about it. I didn't do much. I had stuff to do at work, so I had to use my thinky brain. It was tired.
Yeah, I feel that. I kind of took a dip last week. We didn't even say Kirby. I said.
They don't like work.
Apparently not.
So many people out walking today.
That is pretty
It's
nice
almost
outside.
like a pretty nice day.
Yeah,
Yeah, can't blame them.
but yeah, I feel that. Last week I did 18 hours of training in 3 days at work. So, and it was also during a really big work event that I won't say any details about, but so basically a really busy thing was going on where everybody's busy, including myself, and instead of doing that, I had to like sort of micromanage other people to do my job so that I could do this training thing. It was a mess. I was so fried.
Oh,
It was a 6-hour Zoom meeting each day, all 3 days, and you had to have your camera on the whole time. So it was like, and like, it's I don't know. 6 hours is a long time. Like, I mean, we got breaks and stuff. Like, it wasn't torture, but it was
But
a lot. It's just a lot of content, and obviously in a work setting where you're getting paid to do the training. They gotta condense it. So yeah, that was. But hey,
Yeah.
actually I'll save that for my collector's corner. But you continue.
Yeah. So
Or that was it after the you
that
didn't do much
yeah
because work
that didn't do much
fried your
because
brain.
work. Yeah. It's work isn't stressful. Trying to plan for the end of the program is stressful.
Yeah, I bet.
So
Um. All right, Alex, why don't you go next?
Okay. I played a little Mario Kart. I beat and platinumed both Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero.
Steins Gate.
Right, that's what I talked about last week that I had started.
Right. Yeah, I remember now. Cool.
I played a little of the Anna mutation in them, whatever. I can't pronounce the second word right now.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, until I got. My biggest problem with that game is they want you to read a lot of text, but it's all so small.
Oh, great. We love that.
Yeah.
Lots of text. That's
I
very
just
small.
want the option to make it. Every game needs to have the option to make text bigger.
Yeah, you know how like the older you get on the phone, like the older you get, the texts that you have on your phone just get bigger. Like older people select bigger fonts. We need
Yeah.
that.
Right. I think that should be a standard in games.
Yeah.
sliding scale.
Dude, I used to make fun of my mom for having like each word be a new line. But like,
Not mom. What?
Mom's isn't that.
That
big
is not
of a,
mom's
like,
phone.
joke.
Granny's is.
Well, once you get to a certain age, you kind of need that, especially on a
Yeah.
screen that's only like 5 inches.
Right.
Which is perfectly. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make that joke. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Mandy. Didn't mean to upset you with that. That was a bad joke. Anyway.
For some reason I thought I'd played something else, but I don't think so.
It'll come to you around the end of the episode. And continue with the switch up. I'll go. So got Kirby, played Kirby. A little bit of Apex, a little bit of Mario Kart, good bit of Stardew Valley. Another one of those little bump things. I am still discovering things in that game that I did not know existed. Radioactive ore and radioactive bars. I discovered those. Didn't know that was a thing. Also, I'm trying to complete the fossil collection on Ginger Island, and one of those things is a snake, and one of the things you need for that is a snake vertebrae that only spawned on one part of the island in an artifact spot that only has a 20% chance of spawning, and so I've been working on getting that one freaking thing for 3 weeks, 3 in-game weeks, and still nothing. I even got a second snake skull. I already had one of those. The RNG is not my friend.
No, it's not. Were you aware that you could turn the children into doves?
I had heard something about that before, but I have no idea what goes into it other than
you go up to the thing and you tell them to turn your children.
To your granddad's shrine.
I think. So.
No, I think it's the witch. That's what I saw.
The witch or the wizard.
I don't know.
There is a witch.
I think it's a witch then, because I think that's what I saw in the.
He shows up some random nights over your farm.
Yeah. So a good bit of that. I resurrected my OG Switch, and I can confirm it's still fine. I also found a bonus micro SD card I forgot I had. That's one of the needlessly expensive Nintendo branded ones. Like, it's still a SanDisk micro SD card, but this one has like a mushroom on it, so therefore it's going to be more expensive. I don't know. I can't remember when I got this or why I got this or why it's in this thing instead of in a Switch, but I did find that. So that's cool.
That was a very Scott the Wasp moment of E. Grant.
You know, I try to impersonate him all the time because he is the embodiment
All of us.
of some yeah. Um,
Yeah, the witch's hut at the dark shrine, because that's where you can do the divorce thing.
oh, you can divorce?
Yeah.
Man, see, look at that. I still don't know. I never looked into that. I just kind of like so I'm so used to just like Harvest Moon. Like you just marry somebody, and that's kind of the end of that gameplay mechanic. Like you obviously keep their hearts full by giving them stuff every now and then, but you kind of focus. I'm too much of a min max kind of guy. As much as I hate statistics, I when it comes to life simulators, I am a total min maxer. So all I've been focusing on is like I built a whole new barn just for pigs, and I'm gonna fill it with some ostriches too, just so I can get a crap ton of truffles and ostrich eggs and make truffle oil because that stuff is gold. Like, I'm just focusing on all of that. Anyway, uh, and oh yeah, so we might have talked about it in a last week, but or I don't know. When did the amiibo card thing happen at Target?
Last week,
Okay, so
like we talked about it on the last episode because
we
Chelsea
did.
was there for that.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
Chelsea was there for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
told me
remember now.
about
Okay,
Amiibo.
yeah. So, my Target finally had that when I went there yesterday, and I was super excited because I didn't think we were getting one. So I got a pretty good bit of amiibo cards there. No duplicates. That's really awesome. Um, so yeah. Um, and I think that's it. So Cooper, why don't you finish us off?
I've been kind of chilling this week.
Big chillin'. That's yeah. There we go.
Yes, sir. I've been playing a good, well, not as much as I was, but I played a little bit of Apex. I played Mario Kart with Cameron and absolutely destroyed him. Totally didn't lose every round. Yeah.
That's the unfun part of playing with Cameron. I was upset I didn't get to play with you guys.
Yeah. Wish you were
We
there.
haven't played like a game together in a while.
Long,
No.
Yeah.
Ever
It's been-
Because not.
I don't
because
think we've-
after Splatoon died, all we've kind of done is we put like
Was
some Smash
Smash.
occasionally, and then like
If you
and
count
then I moved down
Apex-
here.
yeah, and like I've played like Phasmophobia. Alex played that a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and
but like since I moved down here, we haven't really played anything. all together.
obviously the A word, U word. That I'm not gonna say because it's gonna ruin my day. Played that. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's all good. And I played a little bit of the new Kirby with Haley.
Well, that's a good segue into Kirby. So, has anybody else played it besides Cooper and I? Alex, have you played it?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, for Cooper and I, then we can talk about Kirby. I've only played the first world.
Yeah, I've only gotten up to the. We put a little bit of the second world, but we beat the first boss at least.
I literally got it yesterday, and I had like a bunch of things I was doing, like my spring cleaning startup. So I only played. I didn't get to start until like 8 o'clock last night. So I only played through the first world. But man, I didn't think I was gonna like it that much.
No, it's fun though.
Yeah, I saw all the I went through the reviews and was like, screw it, it's probably good. I got it, and actually, I had a great time. The soundtrack's good. The graphics are impressive for the Switch. Like to be able to maintain like solid frame rate while having that is.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
was
beautiful,
impressed.
for real.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Like it gives me like it's not like full 3D, but it gives me like a feel of like you have Zelda, Mario, and Kirby like all like in that kind of like field now. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Full
Okay.
field.
So now, while I'm thinking about it, is there a good Nintendo game that has bad music?
Bad music.
I wouldn't say bad music. There's plenty of Nintendo games that were just like okay music. Like it's not offensive, but I'm not like holy crap, this is incredible. Um,
I think
but
that's the worst they get.
yeah,
Is that idea.
if the music's bad, then the rest of the game's probably also bad.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that sentiment.
like
Like,
I think it's more likely that even in a bad game, the music will probably be.
at least
Nintendo
okay.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think the worst I've ever felt about Nintendo music is usually it getting pretty bland, especially for like some Mario games or something where it's like kind of just the same thing, or like a lot of Mario Kart music before 8 sounds kind of the same. Um,
8
that's
stepped it up so well.
yeah, that was a much needed improvement.
All they really did though, kind of, is like added a bunch of instruments, which makes all the difference.
Yeah, they made it kind of more orchestral and like way more jazzy.
Dude, especially with the jazz, like saxophone, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so like just digitized. Like it's
right.
It brings back the Mario 64 kind of feel of jazz, but like in a way more unique way, I think. Which yeah, speaking
The
of
Wii
like,
U loved jazz though. Its
Yeah.
two main Mario games both featured it heavily.
if there's one thing I like a lot, it is jazz music in all of its forms. So that's just pretty much straight way to my heart. I listen to. I've been starting to listen to a lot more video game music recently, and one of those things is actually the opening thing of Mario Kart 64, but like a restored version, so not like the OG. I've been doing this a lot with Donkey Kong for a while, but I've found that a lot of other games get the same treatment where they like take the soundtrack and restore it to its uncompressed like original orchestral jazz.
Oh
version,
yeah, right.
and like people replaying it, but like in a live jazz band setup, and it is so beautiful. I like that stuff a lot. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, wow. I'm kind of upset I'm not playing it this very second. I'll definitely be playing more tonight. It is very good stuff, and like, I think I'm finally starting to really understand like it's supposed to be kind of easy, because I was like, oh, this is that turn your brain off kind of game.
Kirby games are very easy to beat, but very hard to complete.
Yeah, but even then, most of the completion is just finding things, like really being detailed and searching everywhere.
Like 64, it was mostly you need power. You need this one power from this one level to take it back to like World 2.
What I also like is that there's some puzzle elements with the mouthful mode thing. Like, it's not just like some gimmick where they just did it like that one or two times to drive or fly or something. But there's also like ways to use it that don't give you any benefit. You just have to realize it's a mouthful item and then go and like, oh, you find a secret item, or you got to bring that mouthful item over here to be able to access this thing to get this little bonus. Like, it's like they're like small puzzles, but they're not complicated. Like unless you're really just mind-numbingly trying to get through the levels, because I wouldn't blame you. They're very obvious, but it's still nice that they're there. Like, it's a way to do puzzles without having to think about it, which is definitely a plus to me because I like not thinking.
Definitely. That's I mean,
you got anything else?
I really do like the like time challenge mode, because like
the challenges, yeah.
I don't know if there's something with them, but me and Haley have been doing it to getting that check mark every time.
Yeah. That was another thing. The challenges, like, even like, so first time through, I was close, and a couple of them I did like an almost perfect run and still was off of that time mark by several seconds.
Yeah.
So that was something I like to see. Like, there's a little bit more difficulty for people that want that, and so like sometimes I want that. Like, I might go back and redo those. It's really nice, but it still feels like you got everything you wanted out of it, even if you don't complete the extra little time challenge thing. Like, just being able to do it in general, I like that mechanic in the game. It's pretty good.
I think so too. Yeah, and it gives you the like special star and all that. It's really nice.
Yeah. So, buy Kirby. It's good.
Definitely.
I'm a little disappointed since they were one of the big pushers for it. There's no Amiibo like unique content.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally forgot Amiibo were even in the game until I
Yeah.
paused the game to go do something. I was like,
Yeah.
Amiibo? Wait. So I went and grabbed
It's-
like specifically the Kirby series. Kirby was like, well, if there's gonna be one thing that does anything special, it's gonna be that one because I didn't know.
Have
So
you
I grabbed it.
have
And
you
I just
used
got
the
like,
5 codes?
There's a few more now.
There's
um,
more than 5 now.
don't you
I
have
know
to get
there-
to that one space in Waddle Dee Town to use them?
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
I think it's one.
But
of
yeah,
the
I think-
these.
I think in one of the trailers, at least the Japanese one, they talked about the Kirby series amiibo and QB giving you like a little extra boost of whatever
Yeah,
the amiibo
I
did,
got
like they
like
did
some
in Superstar Allies.
coins. I got some coins, and I think I got like a defense bonus. I could use like a shield or something.
Yeah.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 codes. Kirby.
Also, I really like that there's a super tangible benefit to collecting the in-game currency and doing the challenges to get the rare stones. That's what I noticed the most because I really don't like when games have collectibles that you can't do things with. My usual go-to is like Mario Brothers New Mario 2. Not that it's a bad game. I like it a lot. But like the coin thing was like other than collecting 1,000,000 is like what they want you to do so you get the title screen, like there's no tangible benefit to collecting them other than the base satisfaction of like ooh coins and you get a cool title screen. Like there's not really anything there. So I really like to see like oh I can super buff all my moves now if I do the challenges. Like so that gives me another reason to not only collect like put an effort into collecting currency. I must have said Kirby again or something. But yeah, so like not only is there a reason to like put more effort into collecting the money and the levels, but there's also now an actual reason to go do the challenges other than the satisfaction of completing the challenges.
So,
It's good design. I think it's great. Hopefully it holds up because I've only been through the first world, but so far I've. So New Super Mario Brothers. Fun fact.
2, right?
Yeah.
You can beat the game and collect every coin in the levels towards beating the game. Someone did like a run to test it.
Oh, so if you get every coin in all the levels, you get enough coins to.
Oh, I don't know about that, but like the idea was, can you get every coin in Super Mario Brothers 2 and beat the game?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, one of those old challenge things.
Yeah.
And they did use shortcuts, but yeah, you can beat the entire. There is a path where you can collect every coin and beat the game
Dang.
with all
Interesting.
the levels coins, if that makes sense.
All right, Cooper, hit us with a Faye.
All right, so we got our Hero Resist banner. We got a full green banner. It came out a little while ago, but we didn't get to talk about it since it wasn't out yet. But it finally came out. A full green banner with Duo Azura, Duo Corrin, Legendary Byleth, and Mythic Thor, I believe, or Legendary Thor, one of the two. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's strong, but I feel they'll be outdated, and a lot of them are just counters to Fallen Edelgard. So, in about 6 months, and around the time the Brave Banner comes out, they'll be worthless. So I would recommend just waiting, saving, all that. And we got our Resplendents. Resplendent Athelia finally came out. She looks great. She's pretty cool. She's 5-star Lux, or 5-star exclusive, I mean. So, definitely worthwhile. And Lachesis will be the next one on April 10th. So, definitely look forward to that.
That is the most in-depth Faye session we've had in,
A while.
I think, the entirety of the show. That there might be like one or two instances that are more in depth, but that's the best one we've had in a while. I'm impressed, and only because we had a pause right before that, so you can Google everything.
Yeah, he just needs to get his thoughts together before.
Well, all right then. Oh, I forgot to mention. So because of that Target sale on gift cards for eShop and Xbox, um, I got some so I could pre-order Switch Sports, and then just get some stuff on my wish list. And I forgot that I got Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, which you guys might remember from a while. It came out a long time ago, but it was one of like the bigger indie titles when it did, and it's really good. I recommend supporting it. It's super cheap. It was like $12 or something, and art style's good. Uh, music is good. Story is super lighthearted. So had fun with that. All right. Nintendo announces discontinuation of Dragalia Lost. Is anybody here upset about that?
I mean, it's got some really good music, so that's
Yeah.
because they work with like some different Japanese artists over there.
I never really.
But
got
I've
to
never
play it,
played it.
Never
but
played it.
I do hope that they like push their IP onto like the Switch or something because it's a good IP. I mean, for people to play it for like what 4 years, 5 years almost.
It's 3.5.
Same thing. I think it'd be kind of a waste just to get rid of it entirely.
Well, rip to that.
Definitely.
Microsoft reportedly paid $5 to $10 million to put Guardians of the Galaxy on Game Pass, which is crazy, but also is just a good reminder of Microsoft's pockets. We mention these because when all the time we joke about Microsoft just buying things, this is why. When we get like a number for one game, and I read something like a one-liner that was like normally profit margins are like $29 a game or something, depending on where it was bought, and I assume that's like at launch when it's full price. And for this, like Microsoft's making more like $2 a game or like a person when it's on Game Pass. But what's impressive is they're making money. This is the other thing is like they're obviously doing something right because they're spending all this money on all this stuff and they're still here, so they're making money. Maybe they're just willing to be patient on that money. Ace Attorney Trilogy's mobile version will be discontinued and replaced with the console version coming this June. I don't think there's that many things changing between the two, but there is some specific DLC to it or something.
There's no DLC.
They mentioned something. Hold on, let me pull the article back up because I was reading something and the way they were describing it was really confusing. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. On June 9th, it will be replaced with a console version. If you already own the game, you'll be able to keep it. So it's Ace Attorney Trilogy HD, which contains fewer features and a different UI. The mobile version is actually the original version of the trilogy, and the console ports were a different thing. As for re-downloading the game and DLC, you will have no issues with doing so on iOS. On Android, there's a catch. You will only be able to re-download DLC for the game you had purchased if you had purchased it before February 13th of 2015. So, was there mobile DLC? Because the way
Maybe
they
the
talk about it,
cases are sold differently on mobile.
maybe
These are
also that
these
weird
are GBA games.
yeah, but also like what's the you will only be able to re-download DLC for the game if you purchased it before February 13th, 2015. That is such a
Very
weird.
specific.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a whole weird
They said,
situation.
did you buy the DLC so that you wouldn't be lonely on Valentine's in 2015?
But it doesn't really seem like it matters anyway because it's a worse version of the game. So,
I guess if it was for one of the 3DS games, that would make sense. They had DLC, but we're only talking about the original trilogy, so I'm
I have no idea.
Very
I
confused.
really have no idea. So, well, if you were super into the mobile version of it, make sure everything's up to date and ready to go, because you will not get a free upgrade to the console version when it comes to mobile, and your progress and saves won't carry over either. So, if you're the one
enjoy.
guy that is in that situation and also listens to this podcast, make sure you're prepped and ready.
Good luck.
Best of luck to you. So we got a little group of Amazon news here. First off, Amazon quietly launched a new Pokemon t-shirt subscription. Apparently, Amazon has a lot of t-shirt subscriptions, and they just started one with Pokemon t-shirts.
Let's see.
So that's available. Amazon Games studio head Frazzini stepped down.
Okay. That's a name.
Probably because they were like, I don't want to put all of this stuff on Amazon Luna. I really don't want to be exclusive to Amazon Luna if I can help it. And Amazon.
Well, I could help you, or I could help someone else who might get their shit together.
Yeah. And Amazon's TV series based on Fallout goes into production this year. So hopefully they don't. Let's hope this is better than Halo.
It will be bad.
It'll be bad.
It will be studio exec run, and they'll be like, we'll change it to be the common denominator, and everybody will hate it because the general audience doesn't want to watch video game adaptations, and video games fans don't want to watch bad video game. They want to see the.
Simple.
Yeah, I shouldn't even waste my breath trying to be like, maybe it's better than Halo.
Dude,
it's probably not going to be.
That's a low bar.
Yeah,
Dude,
but then again, I'm just setting myself up to look like an idiot whenever it comes out.
Like, all you gotta do is just look at Sonic or look at Detective Pikachu and be like, oh.
Speaking of, I forgot to put that here. Sonic 2 reviews are out, and it's generally like it's pretty good, but it's a bit long because it's a little over 2 hours. And they're like,
I feel like a lot of movies, and it might be because of COVID, have been too long. Batman was too long.
well, Batman's always been long.
Yeah, but this one especially was.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but yeah, it sounded like for the last like ending bit of the movie, they kind of just didn't know what to do, but wanted to have a longer running time anyway. That's what it feels like, but other than that, it's pretty good. And apparently the ending has a teaser for the next one.
The show movie.
I think they're going to make a third one, like, or if a third one happens, they have a teaser for it.
They announced the third one. When they announced, they were like second and then third and then show for someone.
Right. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Doug Bowser, instead of running Nintendo, sent letters to some Cub Scouts, and the only reason I wanted to mention this is because I was thinking about, like, man, when I was in Cub Scouts, if Reggie had sent me a letter calling me a cool dude for being a Cub Scout, I would have
be hanged.
I would have I would have put it in a plaque and like right up there. I would have exploded. I would have mentally exploded. And it's so cool. It's pretty. You can just go Google it. They have like a picture of the letter that they sent. It's pretty generic, but they're like, yeah, like it's a great achievement what you're doing, and you should keep doing it. I guess I'm not sure. I can't remember if Doug's a scout or not, or like a Boy Scout or anything, or if he was an Eagle. But apparently they had a little bit of scouting lore for you gents. When you graduate Cub Scouts and move on to Boy Scouts, you have this ceremony called the Blue and Gold Banquet, where you like do a crossover thing, and it's really convoluted. But their party theme for that was electronics, and I think that's why They don't give a lot of detail, but man, I wish I had known that was something I could have attempted when I was 10 or whatever. That would have been so cool. Oh yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary this week, right? This week is
Yeah.
the anniversary date. Yeah. So happy 20th birthday, Kingdom Hearts. They are getting a Tamagotchi, which there's like 2 different versions.
Sora and
Come in 2
Kairi.
colors themed around light and darkness and feature a variety of characters. You'll start with Sora, but more characters can become available, ranging from alternate forms of the hero to side characters like Terra or Aqua, and even Heartless. Naturally, you'll be feeding them Kingdom Hearts food like Pawpaw fruit and sea salt ice cream. And are coming out in Japan this October. I guess Japan only, probably. Because why would we get
Probably.
something cool? Why would we ever get anything cool?
I mean, we can import it for a lot more.
And I saw this too. Kingdom Key D makes a cameo in the latest Mickey Mouse special called "The Wonderful Spring of Mickey Mouse" on Disney Plus. Isn't it in like a crate or something?
Yeah,
he's
Mickey
holding-
stuff. His
Yeah,
hat's in there.
and the key. Yeah, that's really cool. I did see that. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League delayed until 2023. Is that the next movie?
That's a game
A game.
where you play. So it's made by the devs who made the Arkham games,
Okay.
Oh, that might
But-
be good then.
and then they're like, I don't know. It's gonna be like a co-op shooter thing, which already feels way different than what I want from that dev team.
What?
Rocksteady Games.
Yeah. You play as Harley, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and Deadshot, who they've in the Arkham games Deadshot was white and now he's black, and I don't get what happened.
Interestingly, Bloomberg reported this back in February.
So
that's-
this
got
was
that
just
about
the
right.
official announcement then.
Yeah. Yeah, I pulled up the article and it said yet another different looking Harley Quinn. Man, it feels like it's like each thing that comes out, everybody looks different.
Yeah.
Fortnite's no building mode will become permanent. Look,
Wait, what?
I probably won't ever play Fortnite again. I don't really hate the game.
I don't
I
really
just-
like the gunplay.
I think it's fine. I only have enough anger in my soul for one crappy battle royale, and that is Apex Legends. So I just don't have the strength to add a second one to my roster because I might actually jump out of a window. But I do know from people that I know that played Fortnite and stopped playing Fortnite because of the stupid building crap, are very excited, and they said like Aaron, the guy I play, Cooper, you played with him too sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I asked him because he was one of those people that played Fortnite a lot back when battle royales became big for the first time, and he was like, "Yeah, I like it again. It's much better. I enjoyed it a lot more." So that's probably a really good move for them. And
Yeah,
I
it will
hope it
be
works
a
out.
different mode. I've seen the concerns of people though, of it will split the play group.
Yeah.
They're probably not wrong.
No, they're 100% right, but I feel like Fortnite right now is big enough to survive it, but maybe in a few years that will be an actual concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that I found weird with it is like that's what kind of made like Fortnite different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like it was a unique mechanic.
Yeah.
But the thing, like, it got so abusable, and again,
True.
I've played 2 matches of Fortnite my whole life, so
Yeah,
I'm
never been
I'm not an
Fortnite.
expert. Let me preface this with that, but it didn't like everybody that I've heard talk about it doesn't like it, and it seems like oh like the only reason a lot of people can be really good at the game is because they can focus on building instead of shooting, which goes back into that like splitting the base. Like, well, I want to do the building stuff, or versus like I want to just shoot people. I don't know. I would say that maybe they should just like refine the building to not be so abusable. But then again, I don't play the game. I don't know the ins and outs. I hope it works out for them. I really do. Sony filed a new trademark for knack, so knack 3, baby. And me joking about Donkey just there reminded me that I forgot to totally talk about how in Kirby and the Forgotten Land you can get a Glock, bro. And like the second or third level, all of a sudden I had a 9. I pulled out the 9 and just started shooting people. I was like, this is the best Kirby game ever. I was laughing so hard. Last night. Yeah, literally, I found the gun. I was laughing so hard because
all of the Eldritch Abomination with a gun now.
All of the jokes I was thinking about in my head, laughing about it, I was saying them in Donkey's voice, which was just adding the like to. He needs to make a review of this game because I know as soon as he finds the gun, he's gonna start joking about it. Oh god, that was good stuff. Supermassive Games announced Jesse Buckley will star in The Devil in Me. What is
That's the fourth Dark Pictures game that's coming out later this year.
Oh.
She's like their special, we're going to make your model higher quality.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jesse Buckley. And now I feel bad. I don't know who she is.
I don't know who she is either, but she's on the cover of the box.
Irish actor, actress, and singer. I'm trying to see like if there's any like really big name things that everybody could be like, oh yeah. She was in Chernobyl? But I didn't watch that.
Nope.
She does like a ton of theater, television, film, and now video games. She's got a ton of. She's won several awards and been nominated for 3 times as many as she's won. So apparently pretty good from the looks of it. Well, that'll be cool. I will definitely have to remember that when that game comes out. I need to start chipping away at the other 2 Dark Pictures games now that I have them. I'll get around to it.
This one's called the Season 1 Finale.
So, The Devil in Me is the final... So the first 3 games plus this one are going to be considered Season 1?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm really wondering what they mean.
Yeah, I would love to
because
see,
then they're like,
big picture
well,
plans.
the next game's planned to release in 2023, which one of the leaked 5 titles is. So I'm kind of like, so what does Season 1 mean? Are you doing something with the curator during this? That would make sense, I guess.
There's a lot of options. And I'm starting to get upset that I don't know them right now. And I'm going to read this as Cameron types it.
Okay. Cal Kestis' lightsaber released at Hollywood Studios this past Friday.
That's right. Yeah. I remember the
picture
photo
of the actor with it.
Yeah, I cannot get into studios to obtain said lightsaber.
Do you have the money to drop on said lightsaber?
I was gonna say, do you have enough money to buy the gas to get over there first? Yeah, you're only mad because you did this to yourself. You literally are giving us fodder to bully you.
I meant to ask you, when you played Little Hope, did you find the hidden picture frame? Like the special one that's not related to that game, it's related to what's the third one? I can't. Something about
oh my god. No, it's not Little Hope. That's the one I played.
I can see what the game is. It's in Iraq, but I can't think of the actual
House of
title.
Ashes.
Yeah, House of Ashes.
No, I might have. I can't remember for sure because there's a lot of collectibles, but I do know that I didn't get several of them because I've still only done the one play. Like I kind of played the one playthrough and then fell off, which is bad because I need to go. I still don't even know what happened. Like there's so many things between letting that drunk guy you meet into the church at that one point. I know there's something big that happens there. And there's a whole different plot that can come out from keeping the gun that you find, but I threw it away in the first run. So I know there's stuff in there I need to go see. I just haven't done any more runs of it yet, but I need to because I know there's stuff I want to find out about there. I also saw like a lot of premonitions that I didn't end up seeing it all in my run, so yeah, I need to go back and do that. Well, I'm not gonna let the old but still interesting tidbit section die.
Oh, you've got
It's
one?
empty,
I was
but
really
I was
tired.
joking about it. This is more of a did you know, and this might I don't know if we call it the did you know section, we might just start ripping off did you know gaming a bit too much. But did you know that in WarioWare Mega Micro games on the GameCube, you could connect your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube and get a Dr. Mario game, but it's Dr. Wario.
That's super cool. I knew a GameCube connectivity and a Game Boy GameCube.
Yeah.
You buy same versions, you get something else. Like a lot of third-party games at the time, they were like, "Well, we released it on both. We could have it unlock something special."
Harry
Yeah.
Potter did it.
That's the one I was thinking of. There's special rooms that you can only unlock in Harry Potter if you do it.
I actually want to go grab something real quick and look at it. Hold on. Yeah, thanks for filling in that awkward silence there, gentlemen.
Oh,
So
Hey, that's
yeah,
why
so
doing
yeah,
music.
the GameCube like most people know that like you use it as a controller for the Game Boy player, and there's the
Animal
connectivity.
Crossing could take you to the island.
Yeah, and Four Swords Adventure, like the Zelda stuff. There was one of them gives you like a map screen.
Oh, that's how
And-
it works. Everybody plays together
Yeah,
on Four Swords. But if you're playing with friends, then when you go through the rooms, or dungeon part, it switches down to the Game Boy screen.
but yeah, like you guys mentioned, there's also a lot of downloadable games. That made me think of. So I have this preview disc here because back in the day before the internet was big, you would get preview discs of a bunch of games that just have like demos and stuff, and like some videos for upcoming games. Like this one has a trailer for F-Zero GX and the Wind Waker in it and stuff.
You know, it's
And-
been 19 years since the last F-Zero game released.
I don't want to talk
Maybe
about
they'll
that.
do something for the anniversary.
We don't need to talk about that. But also in this, you can download a WarioWare game, Mega Micro Games, and you can download Dr. Mario to your Game Boy Advance.
Cool.
You just hook it. I guess just a little preview thing, and it makes me really sad that I wish I was either older or just not such an idiot kid that I could have experienced things like this when they were like happening, to be hyped, like watching a freaking video of the Wind Waker on my GameCube, waiting for that to come out. I can only imagine how crazy I would be if I understood anything about gaming when I was that age. So, yeah. All right, into the rumors. PlayStation's new subscription service could be revealed as soon as this week. We actually, right before we started recording this episode, we debated like maybe holding off because account NGT, who's been a pretty frequent name here recently, the past little bit.
Pretty accurate name as well.
He tweeted several hours ago that the reveal could be coming in like a couple hours or something, but
He says his source claims that, but he also says his source isn't 100% on that. So
yeah. But Bloomberg already came out and claimed this several days ago. It could be as soon as this week. So I guess the big point is to stay on your toes. I guarantee we'll talk about it here as soon as it comes out. I'm very interested in it. I know several of us are, and pretty much everybody that's a PlayStation player wants to know
I
about
just
it.
want to,
So.
yeah, pricing is probably a big thing.
What's
Rumors
the
claim there
price
will
and
be,
what do you get with it?
rumors claim there will be a tier system, which will be weird.
I hope it's a tier system that works out really well. Like you can pay for a free game. Like you could pay for like a game subscription. Like you could pay for Game Pass, and then you can pay more if you also want to be able to stream older games that they're not going to port over. Like kind of like that, but it's probably going to be more stupid than that because it's a video game company.
Since when have they done anything for the benefit of us?
Apple is currently discussing internally to re-enter the gaming console market. They did make a game console a long time ago that nobody knows of. That Linus Tech Tips, possibly Linus Tech Tips has a video on it. Remember watching that, so that would be interesting. Now, it better not be a freaking micro console. And I hope
It will cost an arm and a leg, and they don't have. Ooh.
Well, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot, but that's just Apple things. It just please like be an actual game console and not like I don't know, some like a micro console, like just a way to play mobile games on a TV, like a freaking Ouya or Game Stick or whatever.
I don't know. It's for this reason that I'm glad that Japan has laws preventing American companies from buying Japanese companies. Because I see all these people, Amazon, Apple, Google, they're all going to try to get in to the mobile or the actual gaming space because they're like, that's the next big money maker.
It's like it's always been a moneymaker. You're just too stupid.
So they'll try to jump in, and then they would buy it, and then it would fail. Like they hypothetically buy the company, it would fail. So then they'd be like, well, we're done, and now that company who made games is dead. Because they got bought out by one of those stupid companies.
Yeah. There's two paths here that I see. Either it's going to be a horrible micro console, or it's going to be like an actual game console, and they're obviously going to have exclusive games because Apple's definitely going to try to keep everything in house. They like doing that, and then from there it could either be like they either miss the mark on the game thing, so it flops, or they actually hit it and it becomes like a bougie game console. Yeah. Like the Soulja Boy handheld tried to do, or the Soulja game console, but instead of having any good games, it was just a bunch of freaking bootlegs from China. So I don't know. I mean, I wish somebody in this podcast was an Apple guy or person, because I would like to hear that opinion. I'm probably going to go ask my friends some next time I see them about it, because they're way more Apple people than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not hype for Apple, so I can't help.
I just like, I don't want to be negative just because it's Apple. Like, there's a part of me that's like really wanting to be. I'm just trying to like, I don't know,
Contain it.
Yeah, like let's let the Apple people decide whether this is a good thing or not. Ori, I assume Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, I assume so.
So the Ori series inspired 2.5D Prince of Persia game is in development, and it might be released before the remake, according to Tom Henderson. Is he a reporter?
I
assume so.
I think.
Okay. Prince of I totally forgot Prince of Persia was getting a remake.
I don't even know if I'd heard about it getting a remake.
Is that a rumor? I don't remember with that one.
Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. There is not a lot of information on it, but it's being made by Ubisoft, and there is a page for it and a trailer. But there's no date or anything. Release date coming soon. That's the thing on the website. Ilphonic developing a new Ghostbusters game that is not a PlayStation exclusive. Is that because Ilphonic is a PlayStation developer?
I guess this was just a title I grabbed.
Ilphonic.
They,
Let's see.
well, they're definitely based here.
In January 2020, former Sony executive Gio Corsi joined Ilphonic as a chief product officer. And it's not talking about Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, which has a Wikipedia page. And
Yeah, why
wait.
Why would this be a rumor?
Why is it's not? Hold on. Let me. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed announced with a release window. That was last Tuesday. Ilphonic has just announced Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, an asymmetrical multiplayer title coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, blah 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 blah. Everywhere you think it's coming except Switch, and no Stadia.
Only like 5 people think everywhere it's going. Yeah, that includes Stadia.
Yeah, so this is brand new. It pits 4 humans who are Ghostbusters in this case against one being. Oh, so this is gonna be Dead by Daylight, but Ghostbusters. It pits 4 humans who are Ghostbusters against one being who is naturally a ghost. The ghost is tasked with haunting a map by spooking the civilians within it, while the hunters have to track down and catch the ghost with their array of recognizable gadgets. There will be a handful of different ghost classes with unique abilities and all sorts of customization options that let players tweak anything from their gear to their race and gender. And there is a trailer out now to go look if you have any interest in that game.
It sounds like a combination of Phasmophobia and Dead by Daylight.
Probably, but I also doubt it's going to be that scary as either of those, but it might be. Who knows? I mean, literally just found out about it 30 seconds ago.
Amazing.
But like an actual horror multiplayer game that's Ghostbuster theme, I do like that idea. Like,
idea good, concept probably not good.
Let's hope.
They could steal a lot of Daylight people community if they can balance it well.
Yeah.
Is that because Dead by Daylight has like?
They always bitch about how unbalanced it is, but there's no alternative.
To go to, so they're stuck.
And all right, so on to the finishing topic for the week, and that being that we totally didn't talk about the Switch's 5th year anniversary.
Whoops.
This month, about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
We're fine.
So better late than never. It's still in March, close enough.
Just barely.
It's fine.
So wanted to talk about some highlights of the year, and if we have any game recommendations out of those, that is definitely something good. Overall, opinions on last year in terms of how it compares to.
You can remind me what came out last year.
Yeah, so I'll run through some stuff. So obviously there's some big ones that you already know. Metroid Dread, Pokemon, both the remake and Arceus, Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury came out technically in the Switch's 4th year, very on the edge. Mario Golf Super Rush came out in the summer. Bravely Default 2, No More Heroes 3, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Shin Megami Tensei 5, new Pokemon Snap. Game Builder Garage and Big Brain Academy, although those were both really weird. Pokemon Unite happened. That kind of fell off, didn't it?
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about Unite in forever.
The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Castlevania Advance Collection. I know it's not like a new game, but that was really cool to see all of those get re-put out. WarioWare Get It Together happened
DLC started
for
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yeah. Technically.
It was
Just
announced.
barely.
Was it announced in February?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I guess we can count it. If we're gonna count Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, I guess we can go the other. Oh yeah, Mario Party Superstars. That was the one I was looking for.
So what's the time frame? We're
So-
looking from February last year to February this year.
Kinda.
Okay. Then the Famicom games, Famicom Detective Club, The Missing
yeah,
Air, and
yeah,
the
yeah.
Who's behind.
Breath of the Wild had that bike DLC.
I don't think that was last year.
Was that not last year?
Wait, bro, you're talking about the motorbike in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Bro, that came out
Wait,
forever ago.
Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity.
Age of Calamity did get DLC.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, the Breath of the Wild, that DLC
Sorry,
is
sorry.
that came out like
That's
hell
what-
within the first year.
I think so.
I would like to note that this one page I'm looking at for some high-level Switch games that released last year, they have Tetris Effect Connected as the number 1 game. Metroid Dread is number 16.
All right, so
And and that is behind Splunky 2,
Not okay
Love
with this.
3,
stop telling me these things.
Mary
I'm not
Skelter
okay with-
Finale, Everhood, Chicory: A Colorful Tale. Oh yeah, Skyward Sword HD. That happened. Yeah, I mean, really a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good overall year, but there wasn't like that one title that puts it on like
On par with 2017, basically.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, I think there was that one title, but the problem was in 2017 we got 2 of that title.
Yeah.
Like, we got Metroid Dread, which was like the title,
True.
but in 2017 we got Breath of the Wild, which is insane in its
Breath
own
of the
right, and then
Wild.
also Mario Odyssey. Like, we got 2 of
Yeah.
that title. But I mean, I think it's super strong. I would probably put it, I don't know, probably at 3rd. I don't want to
I'd need to review like what's in each year to
Yeah. I don't. I would put it probably behind 2018 as well, because we got like Smash and the Pokemon Let's Go games that that were really good. And that's when like NES Online started and all that stuff before it got super frustratingly annoying. Oh yeah, we also got the new tier of NSO with N64 and all that stuff. The Animal Crossing DLC, Sega Genesis games.
Was there? Wait, was there a N64 controller?
yeah.
It
It's got
is.
one.
If you look to right there where my finger is, that is it right there. And also the Sega Genesis controller, which happens to be on my desk right here. I can be like what's her? She's super famous on one of the game shows. Shows all the things, holds things like the prizes and stuff. I don't know. We're too
Don't
young to
know her
make those
name.
We're too young for those references, but that as well. And yeah,
Oh wow.
definitely better than 2020, I think.
Yeah.
That's not.
But that's not. Yeah, but that's kind of not fair.
Well, yeah, this year's probably going to be one of their strongest years just because
They
they're
had.
able
Yeah,
to
see,
release
that's
the-
what makes it exciting is because this year, we have like 5 of that title that
Yeah.
pulls it together because we've got Breath of the Wild 2, as long as that doesn't get delayed, which I'm not confident in. Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3.
Oh yeah, Splatoon 3
Yeah.
or 2 released launch year.
And like the new Mario Strikers and Switch Sports. I mean, that's probably gonna win it right there, honestly. So, and honestly, to cover the recommendation thing, I mean, I pretty much already said all the stuff that's really important that you look at. I don't know.
I would, if I had to pick one though that I feel like's not as big, it would definitely be the Famicom games as a recommendation though.
Yeah, one that's like not super obvious that you would think
Yeah,
of.
because they're
Didn't-
both pretty good and they're real.
Oh, let me Google it before I make myself look like an idiot. Come on. You're not helping me, Google. When did Okay, so no, that's technically not. I was gonna mention Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon of Blade of Light, but that's technically 2020.
Oh yeah.
It's locked out now, right?
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it's long. That's why it's so hard to find it because you Google it and you're like, "Oh, you're talking about the NES game? Oh, you're talking about the DS remake?" No, I'm not. I'm talking about the Switch thing that everybody forgot about.
Oh yeah, but the special edition too.
Yeah, that came with all the stuff and a download code.
Yeah.
And a download code. Yeah.
Speaking of Scott the Woz, yeah, I don't really know like what would be one to recommend.
I mean, the obvious one's Metroid Dread.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one that isn't obvious. God, they're so. Oh, Just Dance 2022. Duh, there it is. That's all we need right there. Perfect. Balan Wonderworld.
Yes.
Can't forget about that.
Wasn't Just Dance 2022 the last Wii one?
That. I thought it was 2021.
Maybe it's within the last couple of years. I think that they were like, "We're done with the Wii."
Yeah.
And everybody went.
Yeah, it was 21. 22 is all just everything you'd expect, including Google Stadia. Thank God.
Oh yeah,
How do you play that? With your phone, I guess?
be miserable.
You don't. You don't. That's the answer.
I mean, how do you play any Stadia game?
You don't.
You brag that you bought Stadia. That's it.
I saw Life is Strange True Colors and I was like, how did Alex forget that? Oh wait, that's not really a Switch game. That's just a game. Yeah, I mean there weren't really a lot of sleeper hits. Like there's a couple, but most everything that came out that's worth knowing about you probably already know about. Like all the big Nintendo brand titles.
It's more this year that the big Nintendo brand titles are gonna get buried because of the bigger.
Honestly, I'm impressed that a lot of quality stuff came out this year, given how much is coming, or last year, given how much is coming out this year. Most of them weren't like 10 out of 10s, but there was still like at least a 7 or an 8. Like, nothing was disgusting. We didn't get any Mario Tennis Opens or Mario Tennis Ultra Smash or Chibi Robo. I need to go back and play more Mario Golf. I was having such a fun time with that game. I need to stop. I need to stop spending money on games. No More Heroes 3, was that that wasn't a no? Yes. Yeah, No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, that was exclusive.
It was exclusive?
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
Switch
so.
exclusive. Hmm.
Huh.
As was the Marvel game.
I knew, yeah. The third one in
Ultimate
that
Alliance
series.
3. That came out in 2019. Whoops. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like a really good year. Like overall, a great year in gaming for everything, not just the Switch. But it's really cool to see, even with the 2021 being the first full year of the Switch having to compete with next gen. Like we're finally fully into this gen. And
Well, except for Microsoft, who's like, we're working on games for the 10th year in a row. We
yeah.
bought a bunch of companies, and we're gonna release Halo, Forza, and Gears of War. That's the three, right? That's their
Yeah.
order.
Well, they haven't released those other two yet, but they are going to put Halo on there. As soon as if they put the Master Chief Collection on PlayStation, my brain's going to explode. But anyway, I'm
There's
just
my
happy.
brain.
Yeah, it really doesn't it? I'm just really happy to see everybody prospering right now.
Sure.
Very, very healthy gaming scene these days, which is nice. So I guess with that's going to end the episode for us. Happy birthday to the Switch, making it to 5. And we'll probably see 10 for the first time in a console from Nintendo.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it the 3DS that get closest? It's either that or the
Lately,
3DS made. When did they discontinue that? 2019 or 2018?
I think
2019, I think.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
they had
eight
there's one
years.
last.
Yeah, that's a long
Like,
time for a Nintendo console. 8 years.
Like the only console I think that's
So yeah, the 3DS was 8 years, which is, I think, the longest one.
at least a Nintendo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
think theirs is typically like 6 or
it's
7.
It's it's 5 to 6 years. They're pretty much at the end of the rope. So
Like even
Switch
with,
is like, we're going strong, baby.
No.
and the only
I mean,
reason
even
the
with the other
3DS had to do
competitors-
8 was because the Wii U
it
was
was it had
malnourished.
to carry,
Wait,
and then they had too many projects left over.
Yeah,
is the
Um,
Wii not counted as the longest? Cause
What's the Wii's?
2006 to 2012, right? So 6 years.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, would it not be to 2017 because of that one Just Dance
No.
game? That
No.
No.
That
We're
doesn't-
No,
talking about
that-
like
Talk about
Like,
not
at-
total longevity, because that's a whole different ball game. But
Yeah,
that's
like-
then it's the PS2.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's
like
just
saying
like-
the PS2 existed for 17 years because like one online game existed for a long time on that or something.
I mean, it did, and there were people
But
selling
they
things in
also-
Japan, but it's such a weird.
Yeah.
I don't like
mean-
the PS2's idea.
Well, actually, no, it would be the Sega Master System because that has actually not been discontinued in Brazil.
okay. See, what, I
Brazil be
thought,
like,
isn't that the same logic for the PS2 though? I thought they were also continuing to sell the PS2 in Brazil for like several years after it.
Maybe, but that's what I'm saying. We don't talk about these things. The idea that the Sega Master System is the longest running console is a real brain number.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So here's to 10 years. And yeah, that'll do it here for us this week. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you listen to your podcasts, you can find us. And yeah, add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. Let us know what you think of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Did you get it? Are you going to get it now because of our incredible review that was so detailed and perfect?
Detail-oriented? Yes.
And
All one world.
Yeah.
think if
I
we
mean,
speak
it's
English, I
look.
would
I'm no
know.
different than any other game reviewer. Game reviewers don't play a whole game before posting a review. That's why IGN never posts
Right.
anything lower than a freaking 7 unless it's actually
Dude.
abysmal.
I saw a dude on Twitter.
No, when they do, you're like, oh shit, this is actually bad.
Yeah.
I saw a dude on Twitter earlier, and he's like, this new Kirby game is just a ripoff of Odyssey." I'm like, bro, did you even play the first level?
Have you played Odyssey? Have you played this game? Yeah, okay, they're both 3D.
That's it. Yeah.
This is a ripoff of Ocarina of Time.
Bro, this is a ripoff of Mario 64, guys.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
This is a ripoff of the Atari Vectrex games in the arcade. Because those were technical 3D. Okay, anyway, yeah. Also, let us know what your favorite Switch game of 2021 was. And maybe what are you anticipating to be the best this year? That's not Breath of the Wild 2. We already know that. Get that out of the way. Give me something else. And yeah, we appreciate you so much. And be safe as always. And we'll see you back here next week for a bunch of other garbage. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.